And when we got to the airport, I'm just so excited because there are a couple of people that I haven't met before.
I see like a diverse of background where some people are coming from Hong Kong and like there's someone from Japan and I'm from Indonesia. Like
we all came from different background. I feel that we have this. We share the same energy, which is like, yeah, for the same purpose. We went there for the same goal and want to achieve the same thing.
Buat saya biasa aja ketemu orang baru, tapi khusus untuk perjalanan ini luar biasa. Salah satunya karena saya suka mengatur sesuatu.
We all feel very connected, even with Maki and some people that have met each other for the first time. We feel like we're one body, which is very interesting.
Lots of people. So okay, hello everyone. I don't know how to say. I didn't expect that it's gonna be like a good trip.
Tidak ada yang tahu seperti apa pada saat kita sampai. Jadi, tapi kegembiraan yang dari pergi sampai akhirnya kita sampai pulang lagi, kegembiraan yang sama menurut saya. Jadi ada suatu tradisi di Sumba yang mana kita itu disambut dengan tari-tarian. Jadi tari-tarian ini salah satunya bagaimana cara orang Sumba menyambut orang luar untuk diizinkan masuk ke dalam kampung.
I asked someone, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go toward them? And then they're like, no, you're supposed to stay right here and they come to you.
During the ceremony, they said after all the dancing and singing and marching, we still have to set a prayer or something and cut the rope in order for us to get in.
Kita dikasih di piring ada kapur, ada sirih dan pinang. Kita harus makan untuk menghormati ataupun salah satu syarat supaya kita bisa diterima di masyarakat. Paling seru adalah sepertinya ini hanya ada di Sumba. Pada saat kita bertemu orang dan orang itu menerima kita, salah satu sign yang kita buat adalah memberi salam dengan orang tersebut dengan istilahnya menyentuhkan hidung mereka dengan hidung kita.
and you're like touching nose to each other. It's like, am I going to kiss this person?
Oh my god, I used to good with this, and also I'm Japanese. I don't have that kind of a personal space with anybody. Even I feel like unless some people are kissing, or I feel like ooh, it's the person is really small kids and the beautiful girls and very handsome guy.
I feel bad at the same time, because they are really is an area that is lack of a lot of resources, and then they spend time to prepare all this. For me, I think is the energy that they shouldn't waste on welcoming us. For what I knew, the purpose for us to go there is to serve and not to be served.
Kami juga dikasih punya kesempatan untuk makan bersama-sama orang tua di sana, orang-orang di sana, anak-anak.
Appreciate it. Also, I'm so embarrassed because we came here for help and then they use our money for us.
Ini di luar dari apa yang kita harapkan. kita ketemu sama anak-anak, kita bisa lihat, bicara sama mereka, mengenal mereka. Jadi di sana saya coba cari tahu mereka itu umur berapa, untuk paling tidak mengerti dan paham bahwa sebenarnya apa yang mereka butuhkan. Karena kita bisa datang ke Sumba untuk satu misi untuk anak-anak bisa belajar dengan baik.
Hi, welcome back again. So now we are still in the village, and then like this session is basically we will do the youth session, where we will have a conversation with the youth from these villagers. But at the moment, as you can see, there's no lights. We have to use the torch there, and then like it's heavily rain outside, and there's a kind of a storm, and the team is just like preparing all the materials about what we are going to do, and there are some people are coming.
Hujan, nggak ada listrik, lampu, tapi mereka semangat untuk datang ketemu kita. Kita berbagi hidup seperti mengetahui apa mimpi mereka
Tentang anak Sumba itu sebenarnya mereka pengen apa, terus kayak mereka interestnya tuh kemana. Jadi kita bisa bantu dan provide untuk kedepannya.
Some of these kids don't know what dream is. And they only know what they like to do now.
Oh, saya cuma mau jadi suster karena mereka susah kesehatan di sana. Saya mau jadi guru.
But overall, if you hear the underline of what they're saying, is these kids want to help people. They're not even thinking about helping themselves. They're thinking about helping people. That's just crazy.
This is our bus. We're going to the market.
I think the market in the morning was probably the most happening.
Lalu kita harus naik pickup, kita ke pasar melihat. Ya, mostly memang hasil bumi yang dihasilkan sama penduduk di sana, itulah yang mereka jual.
And then after from the market, we go back to the class, and then where we start all the activities. Basically here,
Children from different age group, they were there. So we have to divide them into groups according to their age.
And this is all hands on deck situation, where everybody actually have to join in, because there were just the numbers of kids. One person or two persons just cannot manage.
Di momen itu juga kita membagi kelas anak-anak. Jadi kita bisa tahu mereka kalau bicara level mereka, apakah mereka benar-benar paham.
Semua pelajarannya sesuai dengan umur mereka. Jadi kita harus tanya dulu sampai seberapa sih mereka tahu tentang level bahasa Inggris mereka tuh seberapa.
I'm surprised they are very, very smart kids and they are really eager to learn. Those children, they have potential. They just need the opportunity.
You know, they want to be somebody, and they want to be the best version of themselves. So this particular session, we do a fun workshops with the kids to teach them about armor of God. It's a Christian thing. There are the belts, the chest plate, there are the helmet, there are the shoes, there are the sword, and we're trying to teach these kids teamwork, how to help each other to put on that armor. So a lot of these kids, they go to school, and obviously they have to walk to school. I think 4 kilometers to school. And then right after school, they actually have to go, they immediately go help their parents with farming. And then after that, only after that, they would play. This village, they love dancing, they love singing. The other things that I see that was funny is what behavior was okay to them and what not okay for me. There were kids that slapping each other in the face for fun, and that was completely okay.
Beruntung sekali kita bisa ikut momen ada salah satu keluarga dari orang tua yang ada di kampung itu meninggal. Jadi kalau di Sumba ini adalah proses kematian itu adalah pesta besar-besaran. Di mana pesta itu mereka akan membakar beberapa babi dan wajib untuk menyembelih atau memotong sapi.
I'm actually quite okay with seeing this. I never seen life sacrifice before, and so I was up for seeing what that experience is like.
I think there are like 10 or 15 people that are holding the buffaloes with ropes, and then like there are like 2 to 5 people with a machete.
That ceremony is quite something. I can feel the suffering of that animal, which I don't agree. I have to say I don't agree.
I am animal lover. I don't want to even their tradition. I don't see. So actually, me and Amy was away from the crowd, just waiting there until they finish.
And that's also kind of teach me about perception, is just don't judge someone so quickly when you see they're doing something that you think it's not right, because you have no clue of why they're doing it and what's the reason behind that. Oh, we have a visitor. And you can see that they actually cook the food in traditional way, wood fire. And to be honest, I don't know why, but it actually tastes so much better than with propane. I have no idea why. When the family is feeding their buffalo and they're taking care of their animals, it's very therapeutic to watch that. So Sumba, it really is, like the animal and humans and society, everything is in harmony, in perfect harmony. I personally don't want any of this change. We were supposed to do 3 days straight. Our mission, and we were so focused that we forgot that the 3rd day was actually on a Sunday. And the village is predominantly Catholic and Christian. The church is just within the village, so it's kind of cool that you see, the kids that we've been teaching, and the family of the kids. We're all going to church at the same time, and doing the different activities together. It really feels like we are part of that village. they asked me to speak in front of the congregation and, tell them why we're there and, what started all this, mission trip and things. And before any business going on here on this island, at least for me or for us, our company, we're going to do a mission trip. We're going to honor God first. Now they really expect that we're, delivering some good stuff. So, no stress there. You just told people that God have sent you. So
Today's new vocabularies, children, I'm going to teach you where we are going. Is what the... It's waterfall. Yeah, what? No, that's for guessing.
Jadi hari Minggu, karena hari Minggu itu memang kita setupnya nggak ada kelas. Jadi itu adalah team building yang harusnya kita buat di hari Minggu. Team building yang kita buat internal untuk kita mau tahu apa progres dari hari pertama kita datang dan hari Minggu. Jadi team building, kami tidak ada kelas di situ, kami merencanakan untuk pergi keluar dari kampung.
Yeah, that's about right.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's feeling it. On the resting day, you're not very much resting. Everyone is so high today because we are all going to have some fun. I told you it's going to be 15 people. It was supposed to be just us, I believe. And then some turn out behind us we had a truck of 70 kids. We thought we had the whole afternoon off, and we were with the whole village again.
The things that I concerned during that moment, once I noticed that, is how can anybody pick up such a big responsibility for these people? We came as a visitor. How if something happened? Of course I welcome anybody, but then if something happened for that large amount of people, that was the only things that I worry. The safety of the children, again, I really, because the places that we went, I cannot say is 100% safe. It's like a waterfalls, 3-4 waterfalls at once, and then nobody knows exactly how deep the water is.
And I was thinking right there, I'm like, who organized this, and did they count which kids and how many kids were on the truck? Because I really do not want to be someone's dinner.
Supaya tidak mengurangi kebahagiaan mereka, jadi akhirnya kita secara tim tidak team building, tapi kita akhirnya menggunakan hari Minggu itu untuk family gathering. Di momen itu kita bisa mengerti satu sama lain. Untuk ada di sana, menghabiskan waktu di sana dengan tim Sumba, ini adalah kesempatan yang luar biasa, kesempatan yang baik, bisa belajar mengenal satu dengan yang lain.
We were told that we're visiting a clinic that supports stunting or children that is suffering from stunting and malnutrition.
That was not, first of all, that was not on our schedule. But anyway, we heard that something like that happening nearby. And then we respond quite quick that I was super impressed as well. Immediately, we organized people to go buy food and go cook food for these people to bring to this hospital for these children.
We're gonna light everything up like a factory, each person put in one chocolate, or candy, and then throw them back to the next person, fill it up.
And then we went there, and then that was not the case.
So I was just trying to educate myself, what was happening with these kids. So because I wasn't too happy, because I'm happy to see that the kids are healthy, and but they just don't really seems like they're in need of help, and the whole crew was a little bit upset by that. We were hoping that the food would be going to someone that actually really, really needed.
They are all healthy kids, and then the things that upset me most was, oh, don't worry, we have plenty of food. We just keep it at the back, the room there. We have plenty of food, and then we prepare. By the way, we prepare food for you guys, but not for these people outside.
But anyhow, our thought still the same, is we're here to give. We're not here to take away. This day we went to a senior high school. Again, just like every day, we don't know what to expect. And when we got to this place, the smaller place, you have like 3 rooms, maybe with the facility rooms, there's 4 or 5 rooms. But again, this is a high school that was built by the villager, and these people are barely being paid, these teachers. But they feel the needs that they need to build a school near this village because it's too far for these kids to go. And if there's not a school in this village, these senior kids will just quit school.
Kami ketemu juga guru-guru yang hebat menurut saya di sana, karena mereka benar-benar mau pendidikan. Anak-anak tetap terima pendidikan yang baik walaupun dengan keadaan mereka tidak dibayar. Mereka benar-benar mendedikasikan waktu mereka hanya untuk mengajar anak-anak.
I was very happy that day because I thought that we finally are doing some things that helpful directly to the. It's not kids, these are teenagers that we were saying, they have their own thinking, they have their own mind, they know what they like. That is the age of group of kids that we were meeting that day.
Jadi kita punya waktu untuk bertemu dengan guru-guru di sana dan melihat bagaimana antusiasnya anak-anak belajar dengan kondisi yang menurut kami adalah kurang memadai.
Kita di sana lebih ke berbagi pengalaman dan inspirasi. Kenapa sih bahasa Inggris itu penting dan kenapa sih mereka harus bisa bahasa asing untuk perkembangan diri mereka, untuk karir mereka ke depannya, untuk melihat dunia, karena bahasa Inggris itu kan bahasa yang universal. Jadi kita kasih inspirasi, edukasi mereka.
Kelas ini pun berdiri karena sumbangan dari warga sekitar, karena sekolah di kampung kampung ini ke kota agak jauh. Jadi akhirnya mereka memutuskan untuk bagaimana caranya untuk membangun kelas kecil supaya anak-anak di kampung sekitar situ boleh tetap mengajar. Jadi orang tua di kampung itu menyumbang uang untuk membangun sekolah.
And they all started in the house in his father's house. And just from there, little by little, the village donates bricks and donate concrete, anything that the school needs to build that little school built.
Especially when the head of the school told me that in the first 8 months when they established the school, he had to spend in his own money by 20 million just to set up like all the documents, all the materials, all the stuff. And they've got the spirit, but we need to support them more, I'll say. We need to work together in this matter, I would say. And hopefully the government, at least can listen to what, like our aspirations about education in Sumba and start, let's do this, let's build this, let's build that, this is for the children, this is for their future, and this is for our future.
Hari ke-6 pun tiba. Sebenarnya saya pribadi kalau mau menceritakan mengenai perasaan saya lebih ke, bisa dikatakan bahwa hati saya sudah di Sumba.
I think it was a very, very good first trip. I'm looking forward for the return.
And all of us from different background join together for this mission. Of course, things come up that is not as planned, but then we make that work.
Maybe we have to focus one thing. This time we did too many things. So I think because we can't help everybody.
Mungkin gak cuma Sumba ya, mungkin ada beberapa kota yang kita bisa datangin dan melihat potensi dari desa dan juga daerah di sana seperti apa, dan semua itu juga untuk di segala aspek kehidupan mereka juga, aspek ekonomi mereka juga.
The most important lesson that I got from this trip is, don't complain.
Kalau bicara tentang anak-anak di Sumba, saya berharap bisa kembali ke Sumba untuk ketemu mereka, untuk memastikan bahwa mereka benar-benar menerima apa yang harus mereka terima.
We really did give our best to the kids in the village, and I can say the same to the village and the kids. They gave their best to us as well, teaching us what they really, really need, how we can organize the next trip better.
Untuk saya ini adalah permulaan dari perjalanan berbagi hidup dengan anak-anak di Sumba.